To find out more about the convent, log on to our website at www.ortv.org.
Now, he's become one of the few craftsmen in the country specializing in the restoration of religious statues.
One Shelton parishioner was looking for a way to give back to his newfound Catholic faith when a postman dropped the statue outside his house. And so he found his calling. Crossroads reporter Catherine DiGiulio has his story.
I just believe it's a gift. I don't believe I'm doing it. I think somebody's working through my hand.
A gift he didn't know he possessed. In 1999, Herbert Andrews of Shelton retired from his job as an industrial painter. That same year, he became a Catholic and restored his first statue. He had found a new faith and a new calling at the same time.
Somebody told somebody, and before you know it, I started getting statues, and it's just progressed. I've done maybe 115 in 3 years now.
Raised Protestant, Andrews stayed away from religion, even though his wife and children attended church. When his wife went on a crowded pilgrimage to a shrine of the Blessed Mother in 1998, Andrews became worried about her. He found himself looking at her picture of the Immaculate Heart of Mary.
I said kind of to Mary, I said, if you bring her back, I'll do anything you want. And I'll tell you, it sounds funny, but within an hour, I knew I wanted to go to church and become a Catholic.
Andrews joined the RCIA program at his family's parish, St. Joseph's in Shelton. He was received into the church at the Easter Vigil in 1999.
I couldn't wait till Easter. I had the number of times counted until I could receive my first Holy Communion. And I have a picture over there of the two priests and Sister Janice on Easter Vigil. And I think it ranks maybe even higher than my wedding day, becoming a Catholic.
The meaning of the sacraments is still fresh for him.
I just have a thirst for, a burning like for receiving the Eucharist. And when I stand in that line, I can't believe a Roman Catholic priest is going to give me the Eucharist. And I owe it all to Blessed Mother. She brought me home to Jesus.
After he completed the RCIA program, Andrews was asked to think of ways he could give back to the church.
I had been praying for about 2 or 3 months, what can I give back? Because I saw my classmates showing up as ushers or doing this or in an outreach program. And I just knew I had it. That's why I don't charge the Catholic churches or schools. I figure the more I give, the more blessings I get.
One of the blessings he gets is the chance to deepen his connection with God.
I pray when I'm working on the statues. I'm in my own world. I just love it. I put my music on. Some days I forget to eat.
Although he had never done this kind of painting, Andrews seemed to know instinctively, or through divine guidance, what to do.
I'll be sitting in Mass or sitting around or laying in bed and oh, that's what I could use. And, you know, you have to be very curious to find different things to use because I have no training in that. And I just know what to buy. I don't know. It comes out pretty good.
He restores more statues of the Blessed Mother than of anyone else.
I says, I'll do anything you want. I have so many statues. I'm going to tell you, she's a tough taskmaster. I think she appears out of nowhere. I've done so many of her as compared to the other ones. When I got this statue, her head was off and was broken in pieces. So what I did was fit all the pieces in and then replace the head. Now I'm left with these gouges which you can't paint over. So I have this modeling clay which is very soft and water soluble. And I press it in. I have a great, great, great devotion. She's the other woman in my life, you know. She really is. But she always does the right thing. She brings you to her son. As you can see, the elements did a job on her. And I'll just get her all coated with this mixture. That gives me a good base to put the finished oil paint and then the heavy-duty acrylic spray on her. And that keeps out the sunlight a little bit. And it's like being wrapped in a plastic so that the paint doesn't start peeling off.
The largest pieces Andrews has restored are the angels gracing the altar of the chapel at Holy Rosary Church in Ansonia. Purchased from an antiques dealer, the angels had suffered a great deal of damage before Andrews was brought in to work on them.
I just threw myself into them. I worked 28 hours on the two statues, and I redid the gold trim. It doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of trim on them. And then I went around and I put a base yellow paint on it. Then I had to go back and I used a gold pigment, and it came out real nice.
Andrews' mission stems from his faith, which has given his life new meaning.
The peace I have from being a Catholic, I don't think you could buy it anywhere in the world. It's just so great.
And he has a new appreciation for what religious statues can mean to their owners.
Every statue comes in here with a story. This was my grandmother's, or there's some little family miracle with it. That's the part I like. When they come in and they come to see their statue for the first time after it's done, I love to see the joy on their face. I just feel good to make somebody happy.
From Shelton, this is Catherine DiGiulio for Crossroads Magazine.
Herbert Andrews calls his practice Resurrections. Now, Resurrections has been getting calls from around Connecticut and as far away as Pennsylvania.
If you have a special statue in need of repair, you can find Herbert Andrews on our website, ortv.org. When we come back, Connecticut is home to where the buffalo roam. But first, a look at this week's Catholic News headlines with Donna Walker.
I want you to sing it. I want you to sing it.